Hello, loyal fans and subscribers. Ninamori Fanboy here with my PBF Season 3 Week, I want to say 9, battle against Blue Victini, aka coach of the Montreal Monfernos. This is, of course, a rematch. I battled him Week 3 and ended up losing. If you haven't seen that, I recommend go watching it. This opponent is ranked number 1 in the league currently with 0 losses and I believe 8 wins. I think this is Week 9 battle. And, yeah, he had 8 wins. So, either way, I brought the team that I mentioned I would bring in my team building video. And he brought a team semi-similar to the team he brought last time, consisting of Reuniclus, Staraptor, Clefable, Seismitoad, Mega Absol, and Latios. So, Latios and Clef instead of Heatran and Tangrowth. But everything else still there, still threatening. So, I decided to lead Empoleon. I believe that's what I did last game. And as you'll see, he ends up leading with Latios. I don't know why, what he was expecting. Because I figured he would lead Seismitoad again, expecting my Empoleon. So I was kind of hesitant to do so, but I'm glad I did lead with it. Unfortunately, he actually has Earthquake on his Latios, and it does over half. And I don't have leftovers. I have Shuka Berry. Because he is a Life Orb, so that'll be wearing him down, but the damage he did is pretty extreme. I get up Rocks, and expecting either a Defog or a Draco, I'm just going to go for a Signal Beam to hit him. Don't quite do enough to take him out, of course. So here I'm expecting another Earthquake. I really didn't know what to do, because he could just as easily click Draco Meteor and take out my Sceptile. But I decided it was more expendable than my Empoleon at this point, so I went into it as he went for Earthquake, and now at that range I can actually take him out with a Leaf Blade, which I'm going to go for. And he actually switches out to Clef, who is not going to take this as well as I was expecting it to, actually, which I was pretty pleased with. There's the Leaf Blade. Yeah, it does a solid amount of damage, so I actually considered staying in here and setting up a Swords Dance, but I figured he is in the best position to just fire off a Moonblast, so I would just go right back out to my Ondosan, but he makes a nice prediction, doubles out to his Latios once again, and expecting him to make another good play and go for Draco, I decide to stay in, but he actually does predict that prediction, I guess, and goes for Earthquake, takes out my Empoleon, so pretty bad situation. We're pretty much right back where we were 2 turns ago. But instead of going out to my Sceptile, I decided to go out to my Lapras and just pick this thing off with an Ice Shard. I didn't expect him to withdraw again, because he has like one more Life Orb hit and it'll go down. I don't have another Rocker, so his Latios is pretty expendable at this point, I felt, so that's why I went for Ice Shard. Here I didn't know what to do, so I just basically went out to my Conkeldurr. As he Mega Evolves and I believe goes for Knockoff. Pretty freely right here, yeah. There's the Knockoff, gets rid of my Assault Vest. Doing a bit more damage than I remember. Now here I debated going for Poison Jab expecting his Clef to come in, but I actually just went for Drain Punch because I figured I could 2-hit KO it since it was already damaged by Leaf Blade. But he actually goes out to Blob, who is this Reuniclus, which is very bad for me. Even worse for me, I go for Knockoff, and it has a Colbur Berry, so this is going to do next to no damage. He's at half health, and sets up a Calm Mind. And this is where the battle starts going downhill. Reuniclus gave me a lot of trouble last game, so I made some last-minute preparations that I didn't mention in my team building video, because it happened after my team building video. I actually put Taunt on this Talonflame instead of Flame Charge for situations like this, so this thing can't Calm Mind or recover anymore. But it can get off a +1 Psychic, which almost takes me out, but I'm going to go for Acrobatics just to dent this thing. doing a respectable amount of damage as he goes for Psychic and takes me out. Unfortunate that my Talonflame couldn't do much else, but at least it prevented me from getting swept by this Reuniclus once again. Now I'm going to go out to my Sceptile and again just hit it with my strongest attack. I figured if I crit it, that'd be great. No crit though, and that does pathetic damage, and he's going to OHKO me with Psychic. And even worse, his taunt wears off right now. My only chance of winning this game and not losing right now is if I KO him with this knockoff. And I barely managed to do so, avoiding getting swept by this Reuniclus. But I lost like half my team because of that one Pokemon. Reuniclus is busted, man. But anyway, he goes out to this Staraptor, and I just decide to sack my Starmie. Because at this point, I have got Reuniclus on the brain. Well, that's pretty ironic. I got Conkeldurr and Lapras, and at this point I'm thinking Lapras can still maybe pull through for me. So now I decide to go out to my Lapras, and here I'm going to double, expecting him to go into Klefki, since I figured, you know, he'll want that Staraptor to check my Conkeldurr, so I would just double out to my Conkeldurr to hit this thing with a Poison Jab, since it was damaged from earlier. You know, that'd be great. And it actually happens. He does double out to this Clef, so I'm just going to fire off a Poison Jab and hope I take it out. But he actually speed creeped my speed creeping Conkeldurr, so he outspeeds me. But he's not able to take me out, and I'm able to hit him with this Poison Jab, knocking him out. I don't know how much speed investment he had. Maybe he had just enough so that he didn't have as much bulk, or well, he doesn't invest in offense, but I still lived and took him out, so I was very happy with that. Now just going to get off a last-ditch Mach Punch on this Staraptor. So all I have left is my Lapras at this point. But like I said, Lapras might be all I need. All he has left is this Staraptor at very minimal health, this Mega Absol, and Seismitoad. So I go out to my Lapras, set up a Dragon Dance. Yes, it is beginning. There's the knockoff doing over half with one attack. Didn't expect that kind of damage, but okay. So there's the Dragon Dance. He's still faster though, so I'm going to set up another one. He goes for another knockoff. Barely avoiding the 2-hit KO, but now I'm faster, and expecting him to expect me to go for Waterfall, I'm actually going to go for Ice Shard, expecting him to Sucker Punch, and he does Sucker Punch. So I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO this thing with Ice Shard, which means all he has left is the Seismitoad that'll be KO'd by the Freeze Dry, and the Staraptor that'll be KO'd by the Ice Shard, right? Wrong, because his Staraptor is Choice Scarfed with Quick Attack. And if I sound disappointed by this, it is nothing compared to the disappointment I felt during the battle. All that hype for Lapras, I was actually expecting to pull out a victory there, but he had Scarfed Quick Attack on his Staraptor. He mentioned it was to deal with Talonflame, which, you know, props to him for that. Just really disheartening that after all that I couldn't pull through with the victory, but I came close. Lapras, I gotta give you credit there. So, Blue Victini, aka Montreal Monfernos, is still undefeated in the league, which means I'll have quite a few more, there's quite a bit of variables that could affect the playoff situation that I'm in. So we'll see what that happens in the upcoming weeks. But until then, I guess thank you for watching this video. Good game, Montreal Monfernos, if you see this. And thank everybody for watching. I think I already said that, but either way, have a good day.